Greetings, viewers! Welcome to another learning session about the beauty of the science. We are the Scientals, and this is our combined meeting. For today's presentation, we will be showcasing practical application of science in our day-to-day home activities, centered in magnetic forces and AC circuit and physics, taxonomy in biology, and the illusion of solution in chemistry. Without further ado, let's get to it!
Hi there, I'm Anna, and for our physics today, we're not only having one, but two topics that we'll share and learn about. So first, let's talk about magnetic forces. Magnetic force is a consequence of the electromagnetic force, one of the four fundamental forces of nature, and is caused by the motion of charges. Two objects containing charge with the same direction of motion have a magnetic attraction force between them. Similarly, objects with charge moving in opposite directions have a propulsive force between them. So, how do we find the magnetic force? Consider two objects. The magnitude of the magnetic force between them depends on how much charge is in how much motion in each of the two objects and how far apart they are. The direction of the force depends on the relative directions of motion of the charge in each case. Refrigerators are one example of magnetic force. Have you wondered how the refrigerator functions? How the refrigerator door remains closed? The weak ferromagnetic ceramics like barium ferrite or strontium ferrite present in the fridge magnet aligns the spins of unpaired electrons in metal atoms in the fridge in such a way that the magnet and the fridge door are attached to each other. This force keeping the doors closed. So, the usual way to go about finding the magnetic force is framed in terms of a fixed amount of charge moving at constant velocity in a uniform magnetic field.
Were you ever curious about how the appliances that we plug in our houses work? Hi, I'm Kyle, and for our next topic, the answer for the question explains all of it. And it is all about alternating current. Now, alternating current, or AC for short, is a flow of electric charge that reverses regularly. The electrons initially move in one direction, then reverses themselves and move in the other direction. It uses an electric motor that converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. And AC also can be used in the most household appliances like refrigerators and washing machines. Do not confuse it with direct current or DC, which is a linear electrical current and moves in a straight line. All power outlets bring power into buildings in a form of AC because of the traveling back and forth, making it more efficient over long distances. This is a circuit that uses an alternating current source of power. The light bulb continues to glow, but the direction of the electric current is continually changing. The current flow changes direction so quickly that the light bulb does not have time to stop glowing. The light bulb is unconcerned about whether it is powered by DC or AC electricity. The circuit is delivering electricity from the source, which in this case is the power plant, to the light bulb. And that wraps up our time with our physics session. Thanks for listening. See you later.
Have you ever wondered how species are classified or named? Hi, I'm Tal, and to answer that question, we're going to talk about taxonomy. Taxonomy involves the classification of organisms. It is about studying of living organisms such as animals, plants, microorganisms, and humans to further study them and identify. The current taxonomy system has now 8 levels in its hierarchy. From lowest to highest, they are species, genus, family, order, class, phylum, kingdom, and domain. Thus, species are grouped with genera, genera are grouped with families, families are grouped with orders, and so on. Taxonomy uses hierarchical classification as a way to help scientists understand and organize the diversity of life in our planet. For instance, humans and whales are two unrelated organisms from different perspectives. However, both are considered mammals and are taxonomy related. Take the plants in our homes, for example. With taxonomy, we are able to know the names of these plants and can distinguish them from others. It provides people with no knowledge of development and the necessary information to grow and care for it properly. And here's Vincent to tell us more about taxonomy.
Thanks, Del. Now, with having knowledge about a certain type of organism means we would know when one is being affected by something that might also affect those who are closely related to the species being affected. Taxonomy main aim is to provide a convenient method of identification and communication about a taxa and provide a classification which is based on natural affinities of plants as far as possible. There are plenty of ways on how to arrange their classification based on how these organisms behave and their generic and biochemical variation. Taxonomy is important. Knowing the different species allows us to make decisions based on a more complete picture of the world. And scientific names ensures that we are all talking about the same species. Thousands of organisms have been classified scientifically in categories, which help us gain a deeper understanding and learn the characteristics and development stages of plants and animals. It helps us categorize organisms so we can more easily communicate biological information. And that's about we can tell you on taxonomy. Till next time.
Hello there, I'm LJ, and for our chemistry content for today, we are going to specifically talk about dilution of solutions. Before we dive in further into this topic, let us recap some terms for us to be able to understand fully the topic. Solution is a special type of homogeneous mixture composed of two or more substances. These substances are solute and solvent. Solute is a substance that dissolves in a solvent to produce a homogeneous mixture. And here's Michaela to show us how dilution can be done.
Thanks, LJ. Now, to further understand dilution of solutions, let us apply this topic in real life and use the materials we have at home.
The materials we have right now is salt and a glass of water. We have salt as our solute and water as our solvent. If we add a tablespoon of salt into the water and mix them together, we have now salt water as our solution. Of course, if you taste the mixture, it will be salty. So to make it less salty, we have to dilute, which means to add more water into the mixture. Just now, the process that we did is a process of dilution.
Another real-life example is when your coffee is too strong. We just need to add more water or milk to make it drinkable. Another real-life example is adding ice cubes to your carbonated drinks to make it less sugary when the ice melts. The importance of a dilution is that it can be important when dealing with an unknown substance. By performing a dilution on a sample, it may reduce the interfering substance to the point where it no longer interferes with the test. So always try to keep that in mind.
So that is all our video presentation all about. I hope that you are entertained with new knowledge and I hope that you've enjoyed. Thank you for watching and God bless you.